bodies covered in ash, men, women, and even children, all frozen in time for hundreds of years. The eruption of Mount Vesuvius had a devastating impact on Pompeii, destroying the city and killing thousands. However, it also preserved the city, allowing archaeologists to gain a lot of insight about how ancient Roman life functioned. From the great Roman architecture to the intricate water supply, let us talk about this city, from the moments leading up to the volcanic eruption all the way up to the excavation of the city in modern times, and everything about it in this tragic tale of Pompeii. Before the eruption, Pompeii was a bustling Roman city located near the Bay of Naples in what is now modern-day Italy. It wasn't just an ordinary town, it was a thriving hub of trade, culture, and leisure. The city was surrounded by fertile farmland, thanks to the volcanic soil, and its location near the sea made it an important stop for merchants, something that would benefit the city greatly, making it quite wealthy. Pompeii had everything you'd expect from a prosperous Roman city. There were temples dedicated to gods like Apollo and Venus, bustling marketplaces, public baths, theaters, and even an amphitheater for gladiator games. Wealthy citizens lived in beautifully decorated houses with intricate mosaics and frescoes, while the streets were lined with shops, bakeries, and taverns. Life in Pompeii reflected the vibrant culture of the Roman Empire. People enjoyed fine foods, lavish parties, and entertainment. The city also had the typical Roman infrastructure with paved streets, a fresh water supply from aqueducts, and even an advanced drainage system. Pompeii wasn't just a place to live, it was a city where Romans showcased their wealth, culture, and innovation. But life in Pompeii wasn't without its warnings. Mount Vesuvius, which loomed over the city, was considered just a large, peaceful mountain by the residents. What they didn't know was that it was an active volcano. Earthquakes occasionally shook the city, including a massive one in 62 CE that caused significant damage. However, the people rebuilt their city, seemingly unaware that these tremors were a sign of something much more devastating to come. On the morning of August 24th, 79 CE, life in Pompeii was normal. People went about their routines, unaware of the disaster about to strike. Mount Vesuvius erupted with incredible force, sending a massive column of ash, pumice, and gas high into the sky. The eruption lasted for more than 24 hours, and its effects were catastrophic for Pompeii and the nearby town of Herculaneum. At first, ash and small rocks began falling on Pompeii, blanketing the city and making it difficult to breathe. Many residents tried to flee, but the roads were quickly clogged. Others chose to stay, hoping the eruption would pass. As the day went on, heavier pumice stones fell, causing roofs to collapse and burying buildings. The worst came during the second phase of the eruption. Vesuvius unleashed pyroclastic surges, fast-moving clouds of superheated gas, ash, and debris that rushed down the volcano's slopes at deadly speeds. These surges obliterated everything in their path. People and animals caught in them were killed instantly, their bodies frozen in place by the intense heat. By the end of the eruption, Pompeii was buried under about 15 to 20 feet of volcanic material, sealing the city in a time capsule of destruction. The eruption completely wiped out Pompeii and its neighbors. Thousands of people perished and the thriving city was lost to history, its ruins hidden under layers of ash. For centuries, Pompeii remained buried and forgotten, a tragic reminder of the power of nature. Pompeii lay buried and untouched for nearly 1,700 years, hidden beneath layers of volcanic ash and debris. It wasn't until the late 16th century that its remains were accidentally discovered by workers digging a canal. However, it wasn't until 1748 that formal excavations began under the direction of Spanish engineer Roque Joaquin de Alcubierre. The findings were extraordinary. As archaeologists dug through the layers, they uncovered an entire city frozen in time. Streets, buildings, shops, and homes remained remarkably preserved. Everyday objects like pots, tools, and even food gave insight into the daily lives of the people who had lived there. One of the most striking discoveries was the casts of human and animal remains. Using a technique developed in the 19th century, archaeologists poured plaster into the hollow spaces left in the ash where bodies had decomposed. The resulting casts captured the final moments of Pompeii's residents in haunting detail, people huddled together, shielding themselves or clutching loved ones. The level of preservation was unprecedented. Bright frescoes on the walls of villas revealed the artistic and cultural richness of the city. Graffiti scratched into walls offered glimpses of humor, politics, and personal messages from its citizens. Public baths, temples, and theaters illustrated the bustling public life of Pompeii, while brothels and taverns gave a more intimate view of its social dynamics. The discovery of Pompeii wasn't just about unearthing ruins, it was a window into the ancient world, revealing details of Roman life that no written records could fully capture. Pompeii's legacy is immense, offering an unparalleled look into Roman civilization. The preserved city acts as a time capsule, providing insights into the everyday lives of people from nearly 2,000 years ago. Unlike other historical accounts, which often focus on the elite or major events, Pompeii reveals the details of ordinary life, how people worked, what they ate, and how they interacted. The frescoes and mosaics found in Pompeii give us a glimpse of Roman art and design, with vibrant colors and intricate patterns still visible after centuries. These artworks also hint at Roman beliefs, mythology, and cultural values. Temples and shrines scattered across the city provide clues about religious practices. The site has also advanced our understanding of Roman engineering and urban planning. The streets of Pompeii were carefully laid out with a sophisticated water system that included aqueducts, fountains, and public baths. The amphitheaters and theaters demonstrate the importance of entertainment and communal gatherings in Roman society. One of the most important lessons from Pompeii is its reminder of nature's power. The eruption of Mount Vesuvius showed how quickly life can change, even in a thriving and advanced city. Today, scientists and historians study Pompeii to better understand volcanic activity and the risks it poses to modern populations. The excavation of Pompeii amazes people all over the world, attracting millions of visitors every year. It shows how strong our curiosity is and our need to connect with the past. In Pompeii, we don't just see the remains of a city, we get a clear picture of how ancient Romans lived. That concludes the tragic tale of Pompeii, a city that was once bustling with life, frozen in time by a catastrophic eruption, and rediscovered centuries later as a treasure trove of history. Its ruins tell a story of innovation, culture, and humanity, revealing details about daily life in ancient Rome that would otherwise have been lost forever. And with that, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story and want to learn more about incredible moments in ancient history, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.